What's goody YTBC? What's good, fight fans, boxing heads around the world? B Marsh with another boxing video. So looks like now the man Chocolatito, Roman Gonzalez. Now this man's all of a sudden talking about money. When it comes to the fight that everybody wants to see, he's now talking about money being a factor. All right. Well, this man Chocolatito, I read this article on Boxing Scene. You can check the description box for the link. The man Chocolatito's talking about, man, the offers being thrown at him by Inoue's camp. You know Inoue, that's the guy from Japan. I think he's right now in the top 10 pound for pound, if I'm not mistaken. Well, maybe he's not anymore, but at one time he was, a couple months ago. 11-0 with 9 KOs, two different division champion, you know what I mean? The current champion, WBO champion at 115. All right. Now this guy Chocolatito, this man's talking about Inoue's team hasn't made them a good offer. You know what I mean? And he believes that HBO will make a better offer for a rematch with Quadras. You see right there, to me, it already sounds fishy, man. It already sounds fishy. You check it. Roman Gonzalez is allegedly, by Ring Magazine, the number one pound for pound fighter on the planet. All right. He just beat Quadras, a fight which I had a draw. Some people had him winning, some people had Quadras winning. To say the least, controversial decision. Okay? Now, this man's talking about doing a rematch with Quadras, which I'm not mad at. But I would believe 9 out of 10 boxing fans will probably would rather see this man fight against Inoue. You know what I'm saying? Inoue Naoya or whatever his name is. You know what I'm saying? This would be an excellent fight. Why wouldn't Chocolatito go back to the drawing board and basically, up the ante on the negotiation table? You know what I mean? He's talking about, oh, nobody will even know this guy in the United States. Well, nobody even knew who Carlos Quadras was in the United States. You check it. You see, these excuses is what I don't like, man. You check it. He must be following this guy behind him. What's that guy's name? The guy from K2. You know what I'm saying? Tom Loeffler, man. They trying to make these decisions for him like they did, like they do for Triple G. You know what I'm saying? And it's not fair. It's not fair because that's what we want to see. We want to see the Inoue fight. Yeah, we want to see a Quadras rematch. But the man, what's his name? Chocolatito's even talking about Estrada, Juan Francisco Estrada. He said that fight's not happening if they don't bring the right amount of money to the table. Okay, the man, Estrada, I think he vacated his belts at at light flyweight, 112. You know what I'm saying? And the man, he's moved up now. He's moved up to flyweight to 115. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got no belts right now. But the man Chocolatito's talking about that the man wants, they're not talking right on the money, they don't make a better offer, the fight's not happening. You see, I don't like this stuff right now. This man Chocolatito thinks he can call the shots now. Which he can and which he should, sure. But you wasn't talking about that money stuff when you first came on HBO. You know what I'm saying? Inoue, they showed him on the last HBO broadcast. You know what I mean? And like I said, nobody really knows these guys. Nobody knows Inoue. Nobody knows Quadras. Nobody knows Estrada unless it's hardcore boxing fans. Straight up and down his division, the 115 and the 112. It's not really broadcast really on TV like that. Okay, so a lot of people are not familiar with the players in these divisions. You check it. But if this man Chocolatito wants to prove to the world he is the number one pound for pound guy in the planet, he needs to go ahead and try to make that unification with Inoue. And I think he knows why he's stalling on that fight, man, because this guy Inoue from Japan, in my opinion, will give him tremendous and serious problems. He'll give him some issues in the ring that Chocolatito hasn't quite faced, okay? I mean, the man Quadras gave him problems, you know what I mean? Okay, the man Estrada, he'd like that fight. He's moving up. I think he hasn't fought since September of 2015 due to an injury. Well, that's well and fine, man. He gave Chocolatito a tremendous fight a few years ago, so a rematch is valid, you know what I mean? So what is this man Chocolatito really gonna do, man? Are people gonna say he's ducking Inoue? Some might jump out the window and say that, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say that as of yet, but I do know out of anybody this man Chocolatito has faced in his career, he ain't faced a man like Inoue. You check it, I know that for a fact. And maybe that's in the back of his mind. Take that risk, high risk, low reward, or should he just, I think it's a high risk. Whether it's a low reward, I mean, that's up to them to come on the negotiation table. And also, HBO need to throw some money up in the pot, too. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the excuse this guy Chocolatito's making for Estrada and the Inoue fight not happening. Oh, HBO probably wouldn't have money for that, but they'll have money for the Quadras fight. I don't believe in that, man. I don't believe in that, man. We want to see the Inoue fight. You know, you got to prove because there's a lot of skeptics who don't believe this guy's number one pound for pound on the planet. You check it. He's not my number one pound for pound, but I definitely have him in my top three. You check it. Now, this guy, you know, if he fights a Nui, man, he's only going to solidify himself as, yeah, I'm that dude. I'm taking on these risks. I'm trying to get to 49 and 0, 50 and 0. But it'll be a damn shame if this man tries to reach 49 and 0 or even 48 and 0 without a fight with a Nui or a rematch with Estrada or even a rematch with Quadras, which is more likely what he's really thinking about. But before, you know, if we don't get to see that Anui fight before he tries to break the 49 and 0 record, trying to shoot for 50 and 0, it'll be a damn travesty, man. And we definitely going. I know I will. I'm definitely gonna call his bluff. So let me know in the comment section what you think about this man Chocolatito's comments in pursuits of, of fighting a guy like Quadras again, rather than fighting a guy like Anui, who is supposedly the biggest, baddest man up there at 115. So let me know in the comments section. Be Marsh Boxing. Peace.